Don't clock out late? No problem. I worked for a hotel chain restaurant as a busboy, and had lots of other little side jobs besides working the floor. Mostly helping to move stock off of pallets and stuff like that. Sometimes I would clock out a little late if shipments came in later or it was a busy day plus large shipment always guaranteed another hour on the clock. We got a new manager who looked at my time card during her first fortnight as a new manager. She was real aggressive with me, asking me why I clocked out so late. Like, so what's up? You're playing video games on the clock for an hour? You just hanging out getting paid? Quote, the rec room had video games. I explained that I was unloading pallets and she said, you're a busboy. That's not your job. You clock out at 9. We have a payroll to make and we can't do it with people working extra hours because they didn't work hard enough during their shift. Okay, fine. Finally, about a month later, it was summertime, and we get this really late delivery of a bunch of dairy items. The head chef received all, and then had me start unloading it. This is at 8:45 p.m. I told him, Chef, just to be clear, Miss Weatherby said that I have to clock out at 9. Chef, well, I need this thing unloaded. Me, I've got 15 minutes and then I get in trouble if I'm not clocked out. Chef, do your best. 8:46 p.m. Go get the dolly. The dolly was taken by the banquet people. So I find it and start moving stuff. 8:53. First load on the dolly. 8:58. Unloaded and back to the pallet. At 8:59, I stopped what I was doing, left it all there, and walked directly to the punch card machine. 9 p.m. on the dot. I punched out. The next day I got a call from the hotel's general manager, asking me why I left all the dairy on the pavement. It was left out overnight, and hundreds of dollars worth of stock was spoiled. Yes, I had to clock out at 9 p.m. GM, did you think it was a good idea to leave the milk outside? Quote, me, no. GM, then help me understand why you didn't put everything away. Me, Miss Weatherby was very specific that I was not to clock out late to unload pallets. She said that's not my job. GM, did it occur to you that the chef needed to know this? Me, I told him I needed to clock out at 9 p.m. GM, we've lost hundreds of dollars and wasted all this food. Me, I would like to go back to the way it was, instead of having to clock out right at 9 p.m. on my evening shifts. GM, don't do this again. Clock out when the job's done. Outcome, nobody ever mentioned it, and from then on I clocked out when I needed to. Not a real juicy outcome, but it was still nice to have happened. The chef is responsible for the milk. It's not your job to receive calls from the GM. Everyone but you should be fired for incompetence. I hate penny pinchers that have no clue how the job is done. Dude, I want to go home too, but the job got to get done. Wanna save a buck? Cool, thumbs up, good for you. Chain of command goes both ways. GM should have given those directives through your supervisor to reinforce the idea they are responsible for the directions they issue to you. Too many bosses handing out conflicting orders leads to confusion. Fuck this GM. Response should have been as follows. My manager, your employee, told me to clock out at 9 p.m. No exceptions. Her not wanting to pay me an extra $10 to finish the job is what cost you hundreds of dollars. Now ask yourself, should you be yelling at the barely over minimum wage frontline staff? Or the manager who gave the order? Quote, if an employee set me straight like that, I'd be apologizing quickly and addressing the correct employee. Nope. I'm not taking the blame for this. As a busboy, you don't get paid for responsibilities like that. The managers and the chef are. The new manager was right about this not being your job. Your chef should have called your manager to ask you to make overtime or find another person who does this job for him. Or do it himself. While it was technically Mick and certainly fits this sub, I would argue that your action were not malicious because it wasn't your responsibility to begin with. Not sure this was really a win. A few extra bucks is nice. But so is being able to plan your life around a finish time. Plus you got shit on twice in the process. Miss Weatherby got her ass chewed TF out. That's some classic Weatherby right there. Fuckin' Miss Weatherby. When will they learn? Adherence to a strict schedule is going to bite them on the ass.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.